our boredness. Probably like, please bite me. Don't do that.
Driving solo, I'm just swerving through my ends. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Pull me up before and I feel like myself again.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Missaniyajanae. Well, welcome back to anybody that's new here. I am here to give y'all my top 10 Netflix series. This is gonna be quick, simple, and easy. Y'all know I like quick, simple, and easy. I'm a little extra, but I still like quick, simple, and easy. So I'm just gonna give y'all some shows because I know like sometimes you be bored or you just chilling at the house, don't know what to watch, you done ran out of ideas. I got you. Now I hope y'all ain't watch these. I hope y'all ain't watch all of these because these are pretty popular, but they my top 10. And then I know how to miss some. So if I missed your show and you think it's on your top 10, gotta put it down below, y'all, in the comments. Let us know. Contribute to the cause of our boredness. I'm doing too much talking, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me give a disclaimer. These are not in any particular type of order, so please don't be like, she put that as number 1, she put that as number 10, she put that at number 5, because no, I cannot order these. They are just all too good. Alright guys, so I'm gonna start this off with it's a new show. I think it came out in 2021. Of course it came out in 2021. I don't know any shows that came out in 2022 yet, but unless they were going on already. But it's called In the Dark, show about like a blind lady. Y'all, I don't have good comprehension skills, so if I forget these people's name, please don't charge it to my heart. I mean, don't charge it to my head. Whatever that saying say. Anyway, it's called In the Dark, and basically it's just about this blind girl who is like, she's really like spunky. She has like a really bad attitude, but she's like the main character. And basically, she just loves going around sleeping with different men. But it's just a really good show. Like, it's just stuff you wouldn't expect to happen, and it happens. And like, y'all have to watch it, but it's not boring at all. It's really good. So, and she gets into a lot of trouble, so y'all should definitely watch that. So that's In the Dark. My next TV series will be Money Heist. And like I said, these are not in no particular order. Of course, y'all know Money Heist is Spanish or whatever, but I mean, you can change the, I didn't want to get into it because of that, so it took me a while to even watch it. But like I said, if you run out of shows, you'll be desperate. Some of my favorite shows, like, I enjoyed Money Heist for real, especially the new last 5 episodes that came out. I was thirsty for them. I watched them ASAP, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was so good. Money Heist is basically about a group of criminals getting together to, I guess, disrupt the unjust political government, basically, by doing heists, and big ones, big ones. And they have so many intricate ideas. It's just so well thought out. Like, it's amazing. And then the characters are really good. And yeah, the acting, all that is really good. And when you change it over to English, the words might not line up with their mouth, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't feel like it's that bad. So I mean, if you can deal with it, you should watch it. You should definitely watch it. It's really good. I liked it. The next series I've got is Vampire Diaries, like the whole shebang, like Vampire Diaries, Legacies, and Originals. Like, I put that all in one because I've watched all of them, and all of them give like a different feel. Like, all of them are different, but Vampire Diaries would definitely be my favorite. A lot of these shows that I'm talking about, it has taken me multiple times to get into them. So like, if you end up trying one of these shows and you don't end up liking it the first time, try something else. Like, go watch something else, but come back. Like, every show you can get into the first time. So It's just how it works for me. I know every show that I'm suggested, I don't get into it the first time around, but I eventually end up getting into it and it end up turning out well. So if you don't like it the first go round, make sure you like try it a second time. But Vampire Diaries, legit my boy. Like, I liked it, like, honestly. I like all of these, please. Don't judge me. But for real, Vampire Diaries, the originals, Legacies, it's still good, but it's not like, it's just too supernatural for me. But let me tell y'all what it's about. I didn't even say that. But basically, it's just about this human girl and these vampires. They're brothers. One of them is like really like crazy, like does whatever he wants, like bad boy. And one of them's like really sweet. But he has a dark side himself. And the other one has a sweet side himself. So basically you just learn about them because vampires, you know, they're bloodthirsty. And so like other vampires come to the town and you know, it just gets a little crazy. But it has a good storyline. The storyline is awesome. Like, so much develops over the seasons. Like, there's witches. Her name's Bonnie or whatever. I didn't even say anybody else's name, but Bonnie, she's so sweet. But y'all have to watch it. But it's really good. Like, it's not too like supernatural. Like, if you've heard of Legacies, it's not like that. Like, Legacies is just out of control. Vampire Diaries, like, it keeps it realistic. Like, I want to be a vampire. Like, at the end of the series, like, I want to be a vampire. Like, please bite me. But anyways, the next series I want to talk about is the 100. It's like about, okay, so these people, they're humans, of course, and Earth is like livable anymore, so they live in space or whatever. They've been up there for years or whatever. Not that long, but years. It's starting to get like packed. And these children go, like, if you cannot have a certain amount of children, you go to jail. And I think you could possibly go to jail too. Basically, just send the juveniles to the people who are in jail. Now, everybody's not in jail just because they're born, but one of the main characters is. So, the juveniles, they get sent down to Earth, the non-livable planet, to test it out. So, they sent 100 juveniles down to Earth, which they haven't been to Earth in several years, to live. And Earth is like very different. It's nothing like they remembered. So yeah, very good. And lots of stuff developed with that. Like, I'm talking about a lot. It's like I haven't finished it. I haven't finished 100. I stopped watching because like I think a season came out and I think I was done watching it, and then it came out and I had, like, you know, when you lose track of a show and another season come out sometimes, and it was just developing so fast that I didn't know what was going on at that point. So I probably would definitely tap back in, but the 100 is good, especially like I'd say the first 3 seasons, because I got lost in the sauce. I ain't gonna lie, but it's still good. My next top 10 would be Grey's Anatomy. It took me a while to get into it, and it took me a couple tries because honestly, it seemed boring at the beginning. Like, it honestly does. And I have no interest in the medical field, so I'm like, what is this? But if you keep watching the show, it will get so much better. The main character is Meredith. She's basically like the daughter of a really talented surgeon, becomes a resident. So, you know, they go to the residency, and it's just their journey as individuals, and it's really about their life, but it's about their life as doctors. So you see them develop, and you see them develop different relationships. It's just basically like a soap opera, I guess you could say. It's like a drama, but it's like, you know, based on the hospital, you know. But it's really good. I liked it. And then you get to see the different patients. They have like different patients that come in with different cases. Each episode you will find like they will have a different like person case going on at the time, and the cases are really interesting, so it's really good. The next show I want to tell y'all about is Outer Banks. If you haven't watched it, you definitely should. It's not a long watch. It's not long. I think there's only 2 seasons right now. They're coming with a 3rd, I believe. It's basically about these teenagers. They call themselves pogues. Like, they're poor. One of them actually is not, but she lives like with the rich people. I forgot what they're called. But it's like a town, a small town. Basically, the poor people are the laborers, and the rich people are the ones who like get them to do things, like hire them to do things like regular world stuff. But it's just like a really small town, so it's like a little, you know, more, I don't know, personal. The teenagers, they like basically like to shake things up. I don't want to tell y'all too much, but basically one of the poorer people fall in love with one of the richer people. That's basically where the story gets to, you know, really ramping up. So it's really good. I liked it a lot. There's a lot going on in that show, and it's really good. I like it. The next show I would like to talk about is Rain. Now, I've watched this since I was a youngin. I watched this, like, my sister would be able to know, because I don't have good memory, but I watched this since like a summer, like probably 2018 or before. That's been a while back. So I watched the show a long time ago, and guess what? It's still one of my favorites. I'm rewatching it right now. Whenever I have time, or whenever I want to watch TV, which I don't really watch TV that much anymore, but when I do, that's the show I'm watching right now. So that should tell y'all something. It is really good. Like Grey's Anatomy, you may think it's boring because it's like during the medieval times, but honestly, if you really get into it, like I said, it might not be the first try, but if you get into it, I promise you, by the 5th episode, you're gonna be hooked, because it's fire, bro. I tell you, it's fire. I love it. It's medieval times though. Like, so you're gonna be like a little lost. You probably gonna be like, what is this? But it's really good. If you have an open mindset, you'll like it. The next series I would tell y'all to watch, y'all probably gonna be like, but it is Conversations with a Killer, Ted Bundy Tapes. It's really good, y'all. Netflix has the best documentaries. Well, I've never watched any other documentaries, but if I'm gonna watch one, it's probably gonna be about murdering. So Netflix be hitting with the murder documentaries, and the Ted Bundy ones are so interesting. If you don't know Ted Bundy, he was a serial killer, and he killed women. I think he killed men maybe, but mostly women, mostly college young students, and he was handsome, baby. He looked good. So that was like known for. And y'all, I'm telling you, it's interesting. It's interesting to think what these people do, or like how they think. Like, you'd be like, I just think it's very interesting. I liked it. I enjoyed watching that. Probably will go watch it again. So, and they have with Zac Efron, they have a actual like reenactment of his life and like what he did, all that. So that's really good. It's not like gory or anything, but it's like, it's really good. Last show I would like to talk about is Queen of the South. That is basically a cartel show. It's really, really good. It can be a little dry, but that's the point of the show. Like, the main character, to me, in my opinion, she's dry. Like, she's dry, but that's what makes the show, like, if that makes sense. She's like, it's like dry, but it's like, it's dry because they're so serious, if that makes sense. Because they are for real business people with their cartel. They don't be playing. So I think that's why it's dry, but that's what makes it good, if that makes sense. I do have some more series that I can give y'all that used to be on Netflix that aren't there anymore that I enjoy as well. Without further ado, I will not hold y'all any longer. I really enjoyed y'all. I'm glad you're watching. Make sure you give this video a like, a little heart, whatever it is, and make sure you subscribe down below. Don't forget, like, period. We're on the road to 60 subscribers. Don't play. Bye.
I'm sliding in the road, sliding in the lamb, sliding in the bin. Been working on my confidence and respect. I get a lot of it. I don't ever mean to contradict.